Hey, what's that putting the needle back saying, what the fuck did I just miss?
All right, let's get it, family. About to go down here at the journey, going down 100% at the journey, you know. What more can I say? What more can I say? Yeah, I know I'm late. You ain't gotta tell me. Everything was closed down and I didn't want to get up out of bed. I'm serious. I didn't want to get up out of bed. Lay down, listen to a book. And I know, because I know some of y'all that's been listening. No, I've been listening to a lot of Afro-futuristic tales. So I'm trying to wrap my mind around how to take Gye-Nyame into that realm of media. You know what I'm saying? Because we already got we got our tales. But how, you know what I'm saying? How do I grow that? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yo, because this shit is hot. It's hot. Let's get started. Without any further ado, grab your glass, get off your ass. Let's get it. Can we get it? No? Shout out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water. What? Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Through your nose down to your stomach, fam. Take that breath. Drink. Feel it. Oh, man, I feel the energy. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Now, for
Got
some
it, and it's
water.
clean. Got it.
Lift your pitcher of
Got that pitcher of water fresh.
Get that pitcher of
Come on
that
now.
water.
Simply pour some water.
Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some
jumping
water.
jacks.
Move your body.
Move those arms.
Move your body
Move
and
those
drink some
legs.
water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some
Come on.
water. Bam.
Loosen up.
Just move your
Stretch.
body. Drink.
Come on, take a drink.
Drink.
Drink with me. Come on.
Drink your or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors.
Raise that glass. Come on now.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors.
Toast those ancestors. Come on now.
Raise your glass and
Let's
toast
get it,
your
let's get it, let's get it.
Fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your or should water. I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath.
Got it?
Lift and pour yourself some
Lift
water.
and pour.
Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink. 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 Drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast
your ancestors. What?
Drink. 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 Drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink. Drink. Drink.
Come on. Come on. Drink your water. What?
Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Move your body.
Toast your ancestors. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Drink. 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 Drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink. Drink your water.
Family. It is so good to be standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Of course, you know I'm your host, Brother Hatim. Of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simple production all day, every day. And we want to give the Ujamaa babies a round of applause. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all do better than that. Give it up for those. Come on now. This Ujamaa we talking about. Man, I get to throw on the green. Get to practice my gratitude, man. There's so much stuff goes on with each of these principles, family, and we just are scratching the surface in our journey down this 20. I mean, it's like, of course I'm gonna keep going, but you know, just it's like every day I got to, you know what I'm saying? So I thought, my fault. Let me finish. Well, we strive to blow up your old paradigms. I'm not playing. Right? Listen, family, it's a beautiful Ujamaa. I don't care what is going on outside. It's a beautiful Ujamaa. I mean, once again, it took me about 2.5 hours to get ready for the show. So schools were closed, and what's crazy, family, I came in the house, I ate, and I went to bed, and I slept so good. Now, I went to bed so early, I slept so good that when I woke up, I thought that it was time for me to get up. But it was only 10 o'clock. So it's almost like I came in, I stepped in the door, and I went to bed. And it's crazy, man, because I woke up, I was like, it's only 10. Oh, my God. Okay, all right, cool. Let me go to sleep. So then I went to sleep. And I said, well, damn, I don't need to get up early because everything's closed. You know, people be home and, you know, and those that want to see, they can see because I'm posting it. I'm still posting. You know what I'm saying? We ain't streaming like we was before. But people that want to see it can actually see the show. Those of you that's in the Gye-Nyame private group, you know, we're going to give them a round of applause. You can come in, you can check it out. You know what I'm saying? Those of you that know about GNJ.Media, it's popping up on there. Sent out the emails, posted up in my chat. You know what I'm saying? Posted up on my Facebook page, posted up in my story, posted on the Gye-Nyame's page, posted up on our Instagram. So those that's looking for us can find us, right? And we always are on Spreaker. I got thousands and thousands of shows on Spreaker that you can go and check out. All you gotta do is go look for G&J or look for Gye-Nyame Journey, or you can just type in brother Hatim, HA2Tim, the only brother with a number in his name, right? And you can find us. But today we are on Ujamaa. The rant for the day is how do we practice Ujamaa without addressing our lack of cooperation, right? So I want to look at some of the reasons why it's hard for us to cooperate, and then give some suggestions or have a discussion around some suggestions that we can look at as a tribe and as tribes, as community, as tribes coming together to form community, communities coming together to form cities, cities coming together to form states, states coming together to form nations. Because for those of you that know, I'm not one of those that advocate I was at one point in time the nation piece. I do understand the importance of the nation, but the nation requires a level of organization that requires, I believe, to go through steps. Tribe is one of those steps. You know what I'm saying? Village is one of those steps. Hell, how you gonna run a nation if you can't run the tribe? Hell, you can't. How you gonna run a nation if you can't run a family? How you gonna run a nation if you can't run a tribe? How you gonna run a nation if you can't run a community? How you gonna run a nation if you can't run a village? How you gonna run a nation if you can't control a city? Come on now. So what we can do is not only inspire our young people to get involved in social things, but we could get them involved in learning how to run our stuff on different levels, so that when it comes time for us to start dealing with others, they already have the expertise to run what we have and still be able to get and do other things that they need to, or if we assign them to be able to do that, right? But it requires us to have an understanding and have a grounding in cooperating. Anime, was that? Should I have made that the rant, baby? Should that have been the rant? No, but it wasn't long enough. Well, we gotta do at least 10 minutes. Anime, you know the rules, baby. You know the rules. You know, speaking. So before we get too deep into this, what I want to do is I want to go to our Facebook page, not the Facebook group. The group is private. The page, I can share. I want to share the Facebook page if we could. I'm busting out. We're busting out on fun. Busting out. We're busting out on some serious. There you go. All right. Nah. That's the, you know, y'all gon' like it. We got five 5-star reviews. You know what I'm saying? I was reading Tim Ferriss the other day. Tim Ferriss got tens of thousands of 5-star reviews. Get us some 5-star reviews up here. We can at least get 100. Come on now. But anyway, this is how it looked behind the scenes. So I try to impress y'all on a daily basis with these thumbnails. I mean, that's nice. That's nice, right? Then I created this one, right? Here we go. Come on, let's look at it. Ooh. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Actually, that's one I'm gonna teach you that, because I actually just pulled that off of Canva, right? But anyway, but you look at our numbers is ridiculous. But I've been, like I said, this Black History Month, we've been throwing a lot of dope. I ain't a lot, for other people, I'm throwing pennies, but for us, for me, for my meager budget, that's a lot of dough. But they say our people reach is up to 62,000. Post engagement 4,494. I want to thank y'all, those of you that's sharing and engaging in some of the conversations that might be going on. Page likes, we got 24 more page likes. All right. So this is what I wanted to bring you to, because Gye-Nyame is, we subscribe to the Washington Post. So let's go through the briefing real quick, because there's something on here that caught my attention. More snow and ice will hit the Midwest and parts of the South today. So I'm thinking that it's hitting some of our southern cousins down there. You know what I'm saying? And it hit us because, like I said, it's closed up in here. But we got whole winter storms reaching from Canada all the way down to damn near Texas. Okay, all right. And first off, it was warm. It was unusually warm all the way up. Then we had a snow day a couple of days ago. And then now we got I'm like, God damn, it looks like, is the Ice Age coming back? U.S. military raid killed the leader of ISIS in Syria overnight. I think they got his family too in some form or fashion, but y'all gonna read about that yourself. FBI is, now this is what caught my attention. FBI is investigating bomb threats at historically black colleges. Now, this is interesting, right? And what made this stick out to me was at least 16 HBCUs were targeted on Coogee. 6 received threats on Umoja, and 8 early in January. What we know, as many as 6 people, all of them young, may be involved, according to officials. They're investigating it as a hate crime. Now, those that don't know, I have an ad that I'm running for 2 Black. Hold on. I created an ad for my 2 Black line, or actually for Gye-Nyame's 2 Black line. And I got the commercial running, right? That's for, I ain't gonna tell you, you should know who that is. Y'all got a good angle of that, right? So I'm running the ad, and what I'm noticing is that I don't get a lot of feedback. I usually don't get a lot of feedback from using. You know what I'm saying? But I get a lot of feedback from collaborators and white supremacists. And one of the statements came back was that what I am pushing as far as the 2 Black shirt is divisive. This is divisive, is what I'm hearing. Like, I'm hearing questions like, you got 2 white shirts? My response to you got 2 white shirts? I say, no, I left that market for you. Enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Hell, there's a whole 2 white market out here right now. You got statues and shit. I mean, these motherfuckers are sensitive. I'm like, God damn. So I'm divisive, right? You got Joe Manchin looking at poor white folks and telling you motherfuckers don't deserve no extra money. You ain't gonna do nothing. But I'm divisive, right? I'm just saying 2 Black. You know what I'm saying? And we've been saying it for years, right? You know what I'm saying? But we just decided to put it on a t-shirt. But then, because this is not, how can I put it? This is new in the fact that it is, how can I put it? These motherfuckers are very sensitive about this shit. So now they're probably looking at the HBCUs that they just now might be coming aware of, be like, this is divisive too. When did they start this? You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers are soulfully ignorant of history. And many of us, because I had one dude come in, because one woman, I got to read. Let me find a comment. I have to find a comment and read it. It was just, she was on a ignorant tirade of, she went from Anne Frank and Germans to, they said that they would, the next time they strike, they wouldn't have to fire a shot, and this is very divisive. And I didn't do nothing but push a laugh. So then one of her, I guess is one of her compatriots, who might be one of us, say, you need to listen to her because she's an indigenous person and she, get the fuck out. It's becoming so problematic that a simple shirt with a Marcus Garvey or a Rosa Parks or a Martin Luther King is divisive. In a country that was grown and fed divisiveness, has become the country of greatness and oppression that it is through divisiveness. So when I'm doing it, it's divisive. Okay, I got it. I'm white and I say so. That's basically what that is. Let's get them. Can the ancestors help me?
Bitch, please.
Thank you. I thought y'all was gonna give them a hand, but thank you, ancestors. You know what I'm saying? That was one of my ancestors, brother J. Jones. Letting them know. Tell them again, Jones.
Bitch, please.
Stop with the madness. Truckers are blocking streets in Canada's capital. We put this on our thing. You can catch it. Spotify is growing more slowly than it thought it would this year. You know what I'm saying? They did that $100 million deal with Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan is bringing that fire, and motherfuckers don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Joe Rogan is being Joe Rogan. I mean, he's doing absolutely nothing different than Joe Rogan was doing on YouTube and wherever he was doing his podcast, and now it's an issue and it's slowing him down. But, you know, like I said, we're going to see what decisions they make. The president of CNN resigned unexpectedly yesterday. Y'all go and check that out. Facebook lost user for the first time in its history. Facebook is falling off. TikTok is whooping Facebook's ass right now. You know what I'm saying? Got old people on TikTok. TikToking now. You know what I'm saying? TikTok, you don't stop. Right? Got my old ass on TikTok. I was on it for a minute until I started seeing some of the shit that I'm like, these motherfuckers, boy. You know what I'm saying? Just like with my ass. See, and this is what's crazy, right? Facebook, Facebook need to do right. Look, Facebook, listen. If I was to pull up the demographics for who I am targeting for the Two Black campaign, the only thing you have to wonder is, what in the hell am I even getting the responses I'm getting? I got Malcolm X in there. I got Pan-African in there. I got Afrocentric in there. I got, all the whole demographic that I have shaped up for me to send my ads out to, for the timelines to hit and the people to hit, right, are people like me. I mean, I just got the stuff in there. If I could have put Kwanzaa and Juneteenth, which they don't have categories for, right? You say you want to serve black folk, but you don't have any. Don't have Juneteenth, don't have Kwanzaa. You know what I'm saying? Don't have. Like I type Marcus Garvey in, probably somebody looking for Marcus Garvey or one of these Marcus Garvey's group, or you know what I'm saying? It was like, oh no, get it out. Nope. Then my ad have to sit for a whole day and a half to get reviewed to see, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting up here like, good grief. But then, and I'm saying all that to say this, how in the world could racist people get my message or get my ad if that is not in the demographics that I pushed as technologically advanced as Facebook is? Unless one or two things is happening. Either those demographics really don't work, or Facebook is conning people and got some racist fuckers out there just clicking so that they could fulfill their part of the bargain. You understand what I'm saying? It's some fuckery going on. Or, and here's the most dangerous part. White supremacists are studying y'all. Maybe everything is working the way it's supposed to. And maybe the demographic I'm hitting, they are watching. And just got to get on to say something. But hey, it is what it is. Let's get on over here. Let's go on and move. We got to keep it moving because I ain't got as much time on the wheels of steel that I used to have because we had to downsize here at Gye-Nyame Journey. So I'm going to take a nice deep breath. And I'm going to pull up something else for y'all. And Anime, if you could, baby, could you get my theme music together?
It's the Proverb
time.
Proverb
of the day. And I want you to listen to this one very closely, family. Where God boils his yam, that is exactly where the devil roasts his fish. Tell me, what does it mean to you? Man!
It's the Proverb.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Proverb.
Y'all need to listen to that one. For those of you that are in the Goose Cyber Challenge Handbook, and Goose Cyber Challenge Handbook is available on Amazon. You're going to get your workbook on. It's actually a journal. You get your journal. And I have expanded it. I'm waiting for my new copies to come so I can share it. You can even get it in hardback for those of you that's serious. I ain't going to say those that with this is less serious, but those that want to be able to open it and not have to worry about it. But here you go. Today's date is 2/3/22-6. Wow. All right. Proverb of the day. Once again, I'll read it for y'all. Where God boils his yam, that is exactly where the devil roasts his fish. Woo, man, that's a good one. I'm kind of glad that we didn't have, because I picked that one. I was like, I'm kind of glad I picked that one because I didn't have the adventure today. Because for the younger babies, that will be, well, actually, I think the younger babies might get it faster than because family, listen, please, elders, start learning to use folk tales around your young people. Start learning to use proverbs in your conversation and folk tales. Rather than giving the direct answers, force our young people to start thinking. You know what I'm saying? And also, like for example, in the Warrior Handbook for Life's Journey, you know what I'm saying? You get this on Amazon as well as on if you are a subscribing member of Gye-Nyame Journey, you get it free in your in the package. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing, like I said, if you go to GNJMedia, is my fault. GNJMedia.support. You know what I'm saying? You can go on and you get access to all the stuff. But in here, I can't pull it up right away. I can pull it up, but I ain't gonna take that time. But in here, there's a part where every Gye-Nyame member has to get themselves 10 proverbs. What do you mean? 10 personalized proverbs. It's like 10 of your favorites. I ain't gonna say personalized, but 10 favorite proverbs that you can consistently use on a regular basis. You can throw them in damn near any conversation. Family, listen to me. If you want to stop an argument, if you want to, that one person that keep asking you shit or hit them with a proverb, it does wonders. You know what I'm saying? Because now a person got, look, all right, cool. I'm going to ask you a question, but I'm going to ask you a question with a proverb. I'm going to ask you a question with a folk tale. Start learning to use this crystallized wisdom that our ancestors have left us, and let's start adding to it. You understand? Like, for example, give me an example, Brother Hatim. When I added, you ready? Only a fool remains seated when an elder enters the room. Hatim original, goddammit. Hatim original, give it up. I know some people gonna be like, Yep, brother. That originated in Columbus, Ohio. That's right, Columbus, Ohio with Brother Hatim. Yep, that's one of my originals, right? I mean, because as you start getting older, and I did that when I was young, so I'm just waiting for them to start flowing now. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it was a situation going on where in our process, in our rites of passage, and, you know, with Underground, at that time with the Underground Railroad, we wanted to make sure the message went across that when an elder enters the room, you're supposed to stand. So we set the example, and then out of that came that proverb. You know what I'm saying? Now, there we go. Let's keep it moving. All right. So, Anime, if you could, baby, please. What's next for us? What's on the agenda?
Folktale.
Oh, folktale time. Oh, Lord have mercy. Do I have a folktale? Yes, I have a folktale for you today. And the folktale is the walnut tree. The walnut tree. A walnut tree standing by the roadside bore an abundant crop of fruit. For the sake of the nuts, the passers-by broke its branches with stones and sticks. The walnut tree piteously exclaimed, "Oh, wretched me, that those whom I cheer with my fruit should repay me with these painful requittals." Think about it. Tell me. Come on now. Think about it. Get the message. Let me read it one more time, because y'all might not got that one. A walnut tree standing by a roadside bore an abundant crop of fruit. For the sake of its nuts, the passers-by broke its branches with stones and sticks. The walnut tree piteously exclaimed, "Oh, wretched me, that those whom I cheer with my fruit should repay me with these painful requittals, or, you know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to think about it. Now, go on, solve it for yourself. Think about it.
Folktales, time to do a folktale.
Word. All right, so the folktale for the day. Now, what we use the Proverb and the folktales for are writing prompts. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you know, writing prompts, right? And that just gave me an idea. Writing prompts. Okay, I got it. It's in my mind. All right. So we covered the folktale of the day. We covered the folktale of the day, and we also covered the proverb of the day, right? So now it's time for us to get to the magnificent rant. Well, I don't know if it's magnificent, but y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. So let's get to it. Can we do the rant, please? Can I get my thing? Anime, can you get everything set up for me? Okay, you got it. Okay, is it? War horn sounds. And if I could, can I get that? I'm thinking. I'm thinking all the time, family, and right now I am thinking. I asked the question this morning because I thought I wrote it down. I had to rethink about it, but it stuck with me. And I was like, how do we practice Ujamaa without addressing our lack of cooperation? Because cooperative economics is Ujamaa. Cooperative economics is Ujamaa. So the key term, one of the key terms, you got cooperative, and then you got economics. Cooperate. How do we do this? What are some of the things that's stopping us from cooperating? What are some of the roadblocks and some of the mind states that are present that stops us? So I wanted to look at that. I wanted to kind of discuss that because Ujamaa is what, in a sense, develops the lifeblood of the culture. When Ujamaa, because like I said, a lot of other principles, you know what I'm saying? We need all the principles. All of them have their importance, but I want to focus on Ujamaa right now. Ujamaa is like the blood. It's like, better yet, it's like the heart that pumps the blood of the culture. And when Ujamaa stops working, right, the culture dies. So what we're trying to do right now is we're trying to get the heart of the culture pumping again. We got to get the heart moving again. We got to, you know what I'm saying? So I want to look at some of the stuff that might be hindering the cooperation, right? So in a little bit of research that I did, in time that I had, you know what I'm saying? We looked at some principles that led up to the creation of Ujamaa, or things that are needed in Ujamaa. Let me just read it. The Swahili word for cooperative economics or cooperative living, better yet, how do we practice Ujamaa without addressing the lack of cooperation that is flowing in our communities and tribes? Because even with some of the tribes, we're not doing that reciprocity. I keep on telling y'all that reciprocity. And people gonna catch on. Y'all gonna start hearing it later on. This reciprocity, right? That, you know what I'm saying? As a starting point, what does Ujamaa actually mean? Ujamaa, the Swahili word for cooperative economics or cooperative living, the characteristics of cooperative economics are, here are the characteristics: a principle of sharing, a principle of caring, the principle of working together. Now, check this out. Let's do it. Principle of sharing. We must share with each other without expecting anything in return. Now, we need to be able to do that, but the culture needs to dictate the fact that there needs to be something coming in return. If I get water, right, you know what I'm saying? What do I contribute to the surrounding area? You know what I'm saying? So that I can make sure that the water that I took will not necessarily be missed. We got so many people that want to come in and would love to take care of this, would love to take advantage of this principle of sharing. We must share with each other without expecting anything in return. But the culture demands that we have to have in our mind state, when we receive something, we have to have in our mind state that I have to pass something back to this person, or I have to pass it on within that culture. See, because a lot of us, we receive stuff from people within our culture, but then we run right out and give it out to somebody else, somebody outside the culture. No, we have to keep a flow within our culture before anybody outside of us can touch anything. All right, principle of caring. We must care for each other as brothers and sisters. We must care for each other as family. We must care for each other's family. Now, I need to be very specific once again, because the concept that a lot of us wrestle with is that many of us are trying to be universalist when we first need to take care of home first. We don't need to save the universe. The universe is working fine. We don't need to save the United States. The United States is working the way it needs to work. We need to save our family. We need to save our tribes. We need to save our people. And once we start being able to do that, we will be able to help others if we so choose. But it has to start with us helping ourselves first. So the principle of caring, we need to care for each other as if we are family. And we need to be able to define what that family is. See, we get these definitions and we start applying them to everybody because we're living in a multicultural society, supposedly, right? Where we see different people all the time. And we want to approach everybody with this stuff, right? See, what makes Ujamaa works is that it's in a closed system. What do you mean, Brother Hatim? You can't just come in and out. There is a process for you getting in. You know what I'm saying? And once you get out, there's a whole nother process that you need to go through to get in. You just can't go. No, you have to. It's a closed loop. And it's not like this. It's more like the infinity symbol. You know what I'm saying? Constantly flowing within. You understand what I'm saying? It's closed. And there's nothing wrong with it being closed, which makes it easy for the principle of sharing and the principle of caring to exist without being taken advantage of. When you open it up for outside groups that can be like, well, damn, we could benefit from that shit too. Without having to put something. See, understand. The way we are being trained through capitalism is about getting the most out of a system without putting a lot in. You want to put as little in the system as possible and be able to pull as much out as you can. This means that you strive to find a way to get your production costs down to so low that your profit rises, even if this means that you have to get rid of the people that depend on the money that you pay them. You understand what I'm saying? Capitalism demands a race to the bottom. And the bottom is being able to pay the least and get the most. What Ujamaa says and Ujamaa works on is bringing a balance, right? To where I'm putting in, but I'm able to pull out. And I'm able to put in more because I'm able to produce more. I'm able to do more, so I put in more. But yet I don't feel like I'm being robbed because I am benefiting from the entire system. I am able to see success within the culture. But you have to close the loop. You have to establish those borders so that you can protect what's yours, because people will always come in and try to extract more, especially if you got principles of sharing and caring. Come on now, you got to protect that. Last one. Principle of working together. We must work together as a single unit to accomplish goals. We do need to work together. But once again, it has to be a closed loop. You know what I'm saying? It has to be a closed loop. Process getting in, process getting out. But hold on. We can easily see why this principle may not be followed in everyday life. Once again, we just explained. Like, it's hard to practice Ujamaa in an open environment. It needs to be practiced in a closed loop and built up so that then you can start doing external trade. This is what a lot of people understand. We got people already thinking on a national level when they have not even figured out how to run the family, the tribe, the community, the village. We haven't figured that shit out yet. So we automatically want to go out and do international trade. Come on now. Unless you shipping our products and you able to bring shit back, hey. But when they're gonna start coming in trying to look for ways to undercut your ass, I'm trying to let you know. Ujamaa doesn't work well in an open system. It can work in a capitalistic system, but it has to be a closed loop. Because we could practice capitalism outside of that loop. Do you understand what I'm saying? We can practice capitalism out here with everybody else, but in here we have to practice something else. Because it's not working for us. What capitalism do is it allows people to come in and take the best that we have and take it out. That's what it's about. Get the best for the smallest price that I can. So hey, that community over there, they got some geniuses over there. They got some talent over there. Let's go mine them. Do y'all not realize that our athletic programs are nothing but mines? And I ain't talking about MINEs Or I ain't talking about, I am talking about M-I-N-E-S, minds, not M-I-N-D-S. I'm talking about minds. Do you not know that you got outside people coming in, extracting vital resources? It amazes me that we do not look at our the athletes that come out of our community. It amazes me that we do not look at them as resources. Valuable resources that we need to fight to hold on to, that we need to rally around and protect, because one of them can provide possibly 100 to possibly, with some of them, 1,000 jobs. We don't look at it like that. You know why? Because we don't cooperate. All right, let's look at some of the reasons. Lack of true education. And when I say true education, I ain't talking about this shit that they trying to get you to pay for. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about true education. Education that is in that closed loop that I'm talking about. Like Gye-Nyame. You know what I'm saying? Where your tribal education. Are you learning stuff, and are you being acclimated to your responsibilities to your tribe? And are you able to hold up your tribe? You know what I'm saying? And do what you're supposed to do. And also poverty, because a lot of us don't even know that we're in poverty. We got so many trinkets and we got so much shit that we don't even know we poor. We out here living the best life, the credit life. And I'm guilty too. Out here living the credit life. You know what I'm saying? Lack of education. What do we really know about ourselves? What do we know about each other? Do we sit down and do we take time to really spend time and educate our youth, to have those conversations, to have those circles where our elders can really address our young people? And it is happening, but we need it to happen more, and we need it to be supported from that loop that I'm talking about. Why? Because when we support it, we decide on what the curriculum is and what certifies somebody to be there. Right? Because there's so many hoops that we have to jump through to try to get our people the help that they need, that it's almost not even worth jumping through them. This is why when people be like, yo, brother Tim, why don't y'all go for grants? Stop. We for profit. What we're trying to do is we're trying to create value in some of the stuff that we have, that people out there would be like, I value that. This is why I'm sending emails every day. Because I want people, if something happens and they start missing the emails, I want them to realize what it is. You know what I'm saying? I want them to realize the value that we bring. Because every day in these emails, I'm trying to do lessons. Every day when I do these shows, I'm trying to do lessons. I'm trying to bring value into people's lives so that we can become better, so that we can practice what we're talking about. And I'm trying to put that true education out there. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I'm not dull either. You understand what I'm saying? And there's other people out here doing the same thing. Are you plugging in? Poor organization. No true institutional support. We have poor organizational skills. We're trying to imitate other people's culture and trying to do meetings in a way. One of the things they used to, I ran away from when people start talking, we need to follow Robert's Rules of Order. Oh, nigga, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Is that us? How do we do it? You know what I'm saying? How do we do it? You understand what I'm saying? And we need to be able, that's where that true education comes from, because then we can start organizing in the way that is natural for us. Like other people organize in ways that are natural for them. I have never in my life seen so many people talk about the brilliance of pharaohs, but then do not want to fall up under any type of leadership. The shit amazes me. Talk about great chiefs. Talk about Mansa Musa was a king, nigga. Don't you understand that? This means he had subject. This means that people followed and received instructions. I don't understand. But hey, you know, and of course there was councils and stuff like that, but yet still was a king. But hey, poor organization, and we don't have no true institution. We don't understand what an institution, I don't think we really understand what an institution is. An institution in a capitalistic society takes the place of a tribe, takes the place of a community. This is why when you go to some of these communities, they are incorporated. This is why when you go to a church, it's incorporated. These corporations and these institutions are corporations that act for groups of people. So we need to establish those institutions that act for us and act for our cultural growth and protect our culture. I don't think they don't hear me. Fear of what could happen if we do organize. See, because that's been ingrained in us. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I ain't trying to be like Martin Luther King. I ain't trying to be like Malcolm X. I don't want my city to be bombed like such. Fear is another reason why it's hard for us to cooperate. Have you ever tried to organize a bunch of scared people? It just don't work. Well, yes, it does. Yes, it does. How does it work, brother? I tell you, you got to make them scared of you than they are of the enemy. I have used that shit. That shit does work. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? When fear is in the room, you have to make sure that motherfuckers fear you more than the motherfuckers they talking about out there in order for them to do what they need to do, unfortunately. Or you can just get rid of all the fearful people. But if they ain't gonna go nowhere but go back to your community, I don't see we in a horrible position. God damn, because a lot of scared people, they live right in our houses. Damn, I need some elders' wisdom on that. Call the elders. Somebody call the elders on this one, please. Fear. That's a major reason. One of the major reasons that we can't use Ujamaa. Ujamaa and fear cannot exist in the same, because Ujamaa requires us to close off, which means that we can't have fear of what's going on or what's coming towards us. We got to be willing to protect it, because people get upset when we start having shit for ourselves. They have always been upset when we start having shit for ourselves, because we want some too. Y'all can't have it. They could have been practicing divisiveness their whole life, and I do two black shirt, and all of a sudden I'm Mr. Divisive. Oh, y'all been having divisiveness all this time. I do a shirt that you can't do that. Come on now. And y'all scared of that shit. Come on now. Where the warriors at? See, this is why y'all need to be talking to these young people. Some of these young boys don't fear shit. I'm just trying to let y'all know. You know what I'm saying? They don't fear shit. So what we need to do, we need to put them on an actual training ground and see if that's bravado or if that's real. That's why you take them out in the woods. That's why you have certain rituals so that you can see. And then you get them loyal to the family. You get them loyal to the tribe. And then when somebody try to come and encroach on what's feeding them, guess what they gonna do? But we don't think like that. Family conflict. It's hard for us to practice Ujamaa in the basics areas, because we have a lot of family conflict, falling out about little bits of money. You know what I'm saying? Little bits of property. We got a lot of family conflicts. And we got a lot of people operating in fear that's heading these families or have some say-so in the family. Everybody, see, because we come from this shit, everybody got to say so. Even though JoJo been a fool his whole goddamn life, been smoking crack for 15 years, this motherfucker is supposed to come up into the family meeting and be allowed an opinion. You need borders. I'm just saying. Family conflict, right? When you don't establish leadership, anybody could come in and have a voice and be able to take everybody off of the agenda and move them forward. This is one of the things that we're learning with Gye-Nyame, with people who hold the responsibility of accountability, right? It's like, boom, some people are starting to take it on themselves, and you start having teams where you have accountable people who are in charge of accountability within them circles. Because now where I want to get with Gye-Nyame is that I want the accountability person to be a paid position. I know y'all laughing. Right? Yeah, it's coming. Number 4, lack of time and energy. You spend so much time working for others. You spend so much time building for others that when it comes time for us to do our thing and build our thing, you lack energy. Number 5, misunderstanding of the situation. I speak to many people who do not even understand the situation we are in as black folk. They talk like they're honorary white folks. And like all our histories, they talk like we are immigrants. Like we are immigrants and we chose to come to this motherfucker and we had it hard like everybody else. We got a lot of people misunderstanding the situation. We got a lot of people misunderstanding what happened in the 60s. We got a lot of people that misunderstand what happened in the 70s. We have a lot of people that misunderstand our history in America and also misunderstand our connection to Africa. Right? It's a lot of misunderstanding, right? And that's going to take a lot of work. But once again, that's why you draw those borders. And this is why you have a process for individuals to get in, right? You have a process for individuals to get in. And let me stress this. I got to say that. I got to write that down. I'm sorry. Let me take a break. Give me a break. Give me a second, anime. I say that for my tribe. Ooh, you're like, brother, I tell him that's divisive. No, it's not. That's called research. And I can't give it all away. Next, 6, self-sabotage. Do I need to say any more? You know what I'm saying? We start doing good and we start looking for ways. Well, they ain't even looking for ways. We start feeling ourselves and blow up. Self-sabotage. They say we are our own worst enemies. If you want to destroy something, it's always best to start destroying it from within. Number 7, black leaders are ineffective. Do we really have those? Or do we have people that's assigned to us? Black leaders because even with some of the people, the closest places that we got is in like, for example, conscious community and I know some of y'all gonna get mad, churches. That's where the real leadership is and where they're leading people to. Praying for the next life. They're focused on the future. They're not focused on the now. See, this is why you need to. This is why this is going to grow, because a lot of people are starting to realize that the church got you concerned about the future when your now is fucked up. And Gye-Nyame, we trying to help you get your now together, because as long as your now is fucked up, it don't matter what's coming in the future. You won't even be able to see it because you're gonna be just too fucked up. Some of y'all gonna die such wretched deaths. Such fucked up deaths that heaven is going to move right past your ass. And you ain't going to be able to see it. You know why? Because you're going to be caught up in your personal hell. Come on, now stop playing with me. Y'all play religion and shit. Stop it. Y'all just play spirituality. Stop it. Black leaders are ineffective. No sense of urgency. You know what I'm saying? We got motherfuckers still talking about we need to wait. It's not the right time. The right time is now. See, I had the fortune of having to play the waiting game from my early 20s into my 30s. And when I played the waiting game, guess what? No one won. The collective I was part of didn't win, nor did I. But then when I found a collective that felt like me, and I was able to put my mental power with them, shit. Man, and I'm still rocking. I still rock with them. But anyway, I'm going to stop. The mentality of the average person is stuck in the past. Outdated customs and culture. See, many of us are still on the plantation. We just don't know it. And many of the customs and culture that we practice, slave culture, nigga. That's what it is. We're practicing stuff from a time when we was in bondage, and many of us are caught in that, and we don't see no other way. Number 9, police harassment. I don't need to go into that. You already know about that. because the police will fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? The police is going to be the first arm that come up against us when we start organizing. The police have always been used to control and to put us in our place. The police have been used to destroy any organizations that was making any progress in our community. Not just the police, but the legal system as well. The police have always been the front lines of white supremacy in attacking us. Come on now. Media portrays us as disorganized, this not work. Media tells us the stories that we listen to rather than our elders telling our story. You know what I'm saying? We go to the movies to learn. We got people going to the movies learning about the Black Panthers. There's no conversation before they learned about their whole history of the Black Panthers from the goddamn movie. That's why that's part of that true education. So we got the media teaching our children. We got the media talking to our children rather than our elders talking to our children and teaching them the Proverbs. Rather than our elders sitting up there learning how to be entertaining with some of these goddamn stories, or finding the ones that's entertaining and getting them out there and teaching our young people these stories so that we do not have to repeat the mistakes from the past, as well as creating new stories to pass on to our children. We have our own media apparatuses. We just have to be willing to use them and support them. That's it. And you know, some of my support I might not even agree with, but they're Black, and if I can, I get when I can. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Until I see them start doing some shit that's countercultural, then I have to move on. All right? So here we go, last, and then I'm done. Well, God damn, I'm on 26 minutes. All right. We use Ujamaa by practicing cooperative economics among ourselves and our communities, making a commitment to contribute some of our efforts to serve and help others. Here are some examples of how we can begin to increase cooperation within our community. 1, use our collective resources wisely. Use our collective resources wisely. Family, as individuals, we don't have a lot, but when we come together, we have a lot. I see that in Gye-Nyame. Just the skills and just being able to make shit happen like we have been doing for years, it's incredible. Prioritize community projects. Prioritize tribal projects. This means make this shit more important or just important as your goddamn job that you go to. See, and we need to talk to people like this. You know what I'm saying? Is your job, what place does your job play in the freedom of your family, of yourself, your family, and your people, your tribe and your people? If it has no, then prioritize tribal and community projects. What do you mean? I ain't saying not go to work, but you need to, just like you steal time to do some of that, some extra work and shit, you need to steal some time and do some community, make sure that the projects that we're working on are successful. Build unity among our community. How do we do that? We do that by using these cultural stabilizing holidays, and we start bringing people together and stop worrying about the numbers and start working with the ones that we got. See, because if we make people's lives better, if we make the few people's lives better that are around us, the people that are around them will see their life being better, and they'll ask them a question, say, hey, man, you a lot different than you used to be. What's going on? Let me tell you about, I clicked up with this group called Gye-Nyame. I did my initiation, man, and life is a lot different for me now. When we are able to start changing people's lives, we will have to go and we will have to have applications and wait lists. But we have to be able to handle our business. We have to be able to demonstrate. But, we can't do that if we ain't prioritizing our own stuff. And if we ain't prioritizing our own stuff, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be hard for us to build the unity in our community because we lackluster. Our side hustle is our shit. As Homeboy said in that one book, I can't remember the book, he said, keep the main thing the main thing. A lot of us, we're keeping somebody else's main thing the main thing. Build systems of accountability and support. We need to start on the local, not even the local level, on the family and the tribal level, start building systems of accountability and systems to support. I'm trying to tell you, family, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how many people start falling off. And I'm saying this, and I want Gye-Nyame to listen. You'd be surprised how many people start falling off when you start having somebody that's like, boom, asking those accountability questions. I'm not trying to be a hard ass, but shit, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Where's the accountability? And be able to provide support. Every now and then, everybody needs a little bit of help. Can we provide support? You need to move. Can I help you? You know what I'm saying? Boom. You need help fixing your porch. You know, do you know how to do it? Do we know some? Okay, boom, boom. We need to find ways to support people in our community. Number 5, commit to being accountable and supportive in the Black community in order to build better communities for ourselves, which is kind of repeatable, but I just wanted to stress it. And number 6, actively build up the stock of knowledge and wealth in our culture. Build up the stock of knowledge, those young people, getting them to learn more about our culture, as well as bringing new information in, and start focusing on wealth building within, using that reciprocity and that closed loop system. All right, family anime, did I do it? Okay, I guess I did it. And could I get my theme music, please? I'm thinking all the time. You're damn right. I'm thinking all the time. I can't help it. Got a big head. Can't help it. If I wanted to, I can't help it. No. Can't help it. If I wanted to, I can't help it. No. But anyway, where we at? Relax, Brother Hatim. Oh, I know where we at. Okay, cool. Oh, and get the hell out of my classroom. Sorry. I know some of y'all like habits and stuff. It's like a habit. So, all right, family, what we about to do, I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to go and get your life together. Get your mind together. Get your mind right, as they say in the streets. Get your mind right. You know what I'm saying?
Minute by minute. Minute by minute. Hour by hour. Hour by hour. You lose your history. You lose your history. You lose your power. You lose your power. Minute by minute. Minute by minute. Hour by hour. Hour by hour. You lose your faith. You lose your faith. You lose your power. You lose your power. If it is to be. If it is to be. It's up to me. It's up to me. I feel good about myself. I feel good about myself. I feel good about the people around me. I feel good about the people around me. I feel goodness all around me. I feel goodness all around me. And it will follow me for the rest of my life. And it will follow me for the rest of my life. Cause I walk with good. Cause I walk with good. And I talk with good. And I talk with good. And I am good. And I am good. And that feels real good. And that feels real good. Good, better, best. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Never let it rest. Until your good is your better. Till your good is your better. And your better is your best. And your better is your best. Black people. Black people. You were once great. You were once great. You shall be great again. You shall be great again. Lose not faith. Lose not faith. Lose not courage. Lose not courage. Go forward. Go forward. Uplift the race. Uplift the race. Harambe. 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 Harambe.
All right, on time. Did it on time. It's time for us to do the toast and toast this moment. We're going to toast this moment, family. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do. We're lifting up our glass. We're saluting. We are saluting. Are you ready? Oh, my fault. For those of you that are interested in getting your ancestors on the list, because we toast our ancestors every morning at 5:45 a.m. I don't know how long we're going to be able to do it on video, but it posts every morning at 5:45 a.m. on Spreaker. I have to figure out a way to get it on some of the other platforms. Right now, it looks it's going good. So I guess it went because it went up today. I think it went up today. Anyway, I'll figure it out later. But anyway, without further, those that want to get your ancestors on the list, you can join our email list. Like, you can join our email list. I'm constantly sending out ways for you to get on the email list. If you go to our blog at GNJMedia.support, if you click on the show for the day, you understand what I'm saying? If you click on the blog for the day, you could go down and you will see there's a place where you could go. There's a write-up for the show, and then you got a place where you could put your email address, or you can look on the left-hand side and the three lines that the I don't know what it is. The three lines, you push those, and it drop down. If you're on your cell phone, the first thing to drop down is follow Gye-Nyame Journey. You could go and put your email address in there and follow us there, or you could go to GNJ.Media. And you could click, and it will take you straight to our home base, and you go and sign up for the email list as well. And you get a daily email telling you about us. But then once we start corresponding, you'll be able to tell us about your ancestors, let us know which ancestors you want us to put on the list. And we have no problem. We just ask you to be mindful of the fact that other people will want to add their ancestors eventually as well, too. So we lift up our glass. We salute the Creator by whatever name you choose to call it Creator. We lift up our glass, and we say, Ashe. From there, once again, we come back to our ancestors. And once again, we already instruct you how to put your people on the list. But what I want to say is this. We toast every morning 5:45 Eastern Standard Time. Right now, you can still catch it on GNJ.Media. If you are in our private group on Facebook on Gye-Nyame Journey, you can go and check it out. As well as, of course, we always stream it on Spreaker, so you could download and listen to it later. We lift up our glass for those ancestors, and we say Ashe. From there, we move quickly to the present moment, family. Right now, we are on Ujamaa. I'm lifting up my glass, and I'm saluting Ujamaa, and I'm asking you, as I do every day, I'm asking you to open up your reticular formation and seek out Ujamaa. I'm asking you to talk about Ujamaa. I'm asking you to share Ujamaa. I'm asking you to start building that loop, that closed loop of reciprocity in our community. Start finding people, like-minded people, so that you can start practicing that in our community. Because you will be surprised how it don't even take a lot of people, family. But we have to start putting meat on the bones of our culture. Either we got to shit or get off the pot. Point blank. So now, we're lifting up our glass. We're lifting up our glass for this moment. For those that don't speak the language, Ujamaa represents or means cooperative economics, or the closest that we come to describe it, cooperative economics. Reciprocity is the meiotic principle. Gratitude is what we teach the young people, the M7. Green is the color. You see the Daily Toaster right there. You got the Daily Toaster. You go and get your shirt. We got the Daily Toaster line. We got the Kwanzaa 365 line. We got the Gye-Nyame Journey line. We got the 2 Black line. And you can find that at merch.GNJ.Media, merch.GNJ.Media. Or if you go to GNJ.Media, on the right-hand side of the screen at the top, you'll see shop, and you can click shop, and boom, it'll take you right to the store. And you can pick what line you want to follow. But anyway, so we got the color green. We got polarity is the Hermetic law. We got the male name Yao, and we got the female name Ya. We lift up our glass, we salute, and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move to our children. Our children's children on to infinity. We lift them up again. We toast them in advance so they can toast us when it's our time. We say Ashe. From there, family, now we want to lift up those family members who may be in need of that balanced healing energy. We still got 3 on the list. If you want to add people to the list, you do the same process that you do to follow Gye-Nyame Journey, to add your ancestors to the list. You understand? So we lift up our glass, and we want to lift up our glass. We got Brother Kwesi Lo Kenyatta. We got Elder Tony West. We got Elder Debbie Bowie. We lift up our glass, we salute, and we say Ashe. And last but not least, we start with the Creator, we end with the Creator, and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And as we saying Gye-Nyame, as we saying Gye-Nyame, are you ready? Cat in, because this is our thing. And of course, Too Black. Ooh, all right, Cleve, I see you. I see you, little brother. All right, family, we are out. Y'all go and have a great day. Who taking us out today? Who on the wheels of steel? Uh-oh. Simba on the wheels of steel. I hope y'all ready.
So with no further delay, let's give him our undivided attention and let's receive Brother Minister Nuri Muhammad with a warm round of applause. All praise to Allah.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, family. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is indeed his messenger. I'd like to greet my brothers and my sisters in the greeting words of peace of Assalamu alaikum. How's everybody today? All praises are due to Allah. I'm doing well myself, striving in Allah's name to make my word my bond. Thanking Allah to be able to celebrate a Savior's Day. To actually have met a Lord and a Redeemer for the black man and woman in the whole world if they only but understood. And I'm talking about the greatest black man that has ever lived other than God himself, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah, Columbus Most Dangerous up in here for the year 2014.
Yeah.
Grime Life Entertainment. It's got you calling on your Jesus. Stomach full of pork chops. Break the body of sleepers getting beat. It's time I wreck shop. The enemy keep these picture from the scripture. Blood you didn't decrypt you. He put you with devilish ways. He got you this straight. You see the picture. Vision it clearly. Man, you too near me not to hear me. Chastisement divinely coming from Allah so severely. Rain, snow, hell, and earthquakes. The world gon' shake. Let's watch these white devils fall. Death is your fate. Vanilla killer, cause it's judgment day. Ain't no escape, can't run and hide. It's about time you pay for slavery. Look what you did to me and other black people. Made us to live inferior. Treat us like we ain't equal. Tricked us with Christianity. Taught us about a trinity. Plans to lead us to hell. Blind with no unity. If you and me wanna break these chains, united we stand tall. Let's go, you hear Elijah's final call. We must follow his teachings. Let's make it through Judgment Day. Black woman, black man, unite. White folk gon' pay for the way she did her black slave.